Hello guys, Assalamualaikum. We are going to cover on the topic of animal nutrition today. So by the end of this class, you will learn the elements and basic units which make up carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. You will give importance on or the function why you have to take in or eat protein, carbohydrate, and fats. You will give examples of 7 other types of food, and then you will learn what happened to a person if they are lacking in a particular types of food. So why do you need to have food is here because mostly food gives us energy, okay? And like specific food such as protein help us to repair our tissue if it's broken and to maintain a good health. There are 7 types of food. The fiber, this doesn't give energy, but it is in the 7 part. Nutrients, water. So these nutrients are made up of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins. There are a lot of vitamins, but you will only need to know about vitamin C, vitamin D, and then the 7th types of food is minerals. You only need to know 2 minerals, the calcium and iron. Okay, let's start with chemical elements. Elements is the basic structure. So if you can see in the picture, all of carbohydrates, fats, and this is protein di bawah ini is made up of carbon, the orange one, so carbon made up of oxygen, that's the oxygen, O, and it is also made up of hydrogen. So this is the small circle is actually hydrogen. So hydrogen, carbon, oxygen. So basic chemical element. However, protein also has an extra element, nitrogen, and the R group can consist of phosphorus, P, or sulfur. Just have to remember this. Okay, before we go on to example like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, we all need to know these are big molecules of food. These big molecules of foods are actually made up of many smaller, simpler soluble molecules. So for example, starch, which is a carbohydrate, is made up of many simple glucose. This is oral glucose, 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 glucose. Proteins is made up of many amino acids. Fats is made up of fatty acids and glycerol. You can see here is example of carbohydrates. It's the food that provide us with energy. That's the functions. So there are 2 types of carbohydrate. Simple sugar, like in the picture, sweet things, strawberry, chocolate, cake, and complex carbohydrates such as potato, mana ti potato, ubi, bread, pasta, noodle, and rice. Here, rice. What happens if you eat too little? You will have no energy and we will be weak. Next will be protein. How do you get protein? Why do you have to eat protein? So protein comes from meat, chicken, salmon, egg, prawn. That's from animal. But if you want to get protein from plants, you can get it from nuts, cauliflower, spinach, okay? So why is it important to eat fishes, chicken, meat? Because this is used to provide us energy and helps in building new cells for body growth and repair worn out tissue. So if you are into football, kamu suka main football, and then kamu luka, you have to eat a lot of protein supaya badan kamu itu dapat kena usai, recover. So if you are lacking of protein, may lead to kwashiorkor. What is that? It's a symptoms where you have a swollen abdomen. Parutnya kembung. That is called kwashiorkor. Fats, minyak. Di sini walnuts, avocado. Why is fats important? Kenapa mesti dimakan fats ini? These are the example. To dissolve some vitamin, especially vitamin D. These are the function of fats. Kalau terlampau sikit, we will be weak, unable to grow well. Now, let's move on to vitamins. So vitamins that you only have to know is vitamin D, vitamin C, minerals yang kamu mesti tahu. Sorry. Is calcium and iron. Sikit nga lang ka napakai. Okay, just read. These are example of the deficiency disease study that you can get if you don't have enough vitamins and mineral. I'll read here. This is scurvy. Sources of vitamin C. You can see vitamin C ada arah orange, ada arah strawberry. So all the fruits yang masam-masam, ada arah lemon, have vitamin C. Kenapa kamu guna vitamin C ini? Supaya kuat, healthy, supaya kamu punya blood, skin, and gum healthy. Kalau kamu nak makan vitamin C, ada vitamin C, gum kamu, this is gum, gusi kamu berdarah, muscle kamu itu kajar-kajar, weak, dan kamu ngilu-ngilu kalau kekurangan vitamin C. Lack of vitamin C. So you can check sini. These are the examples. These are the function. And this is what happens if you lack of vitamin C. This is vitamin D. Dari mana kamu dapat vitamin D? Where you can get vitamin D is, cheese, fish, milk. Vitamin D is needed, and vitamin D comes from the sun. The sun can give you vitamin D. Vitamin D is needed for strong bones and teeth. So, kana gunakan untuk your bones tu kuat, gigi kamu tu kuat, tidak gugur. So kalau kamu kurang memakan vitamin D, lack of this vitamin D, what happen is it looks like the picture. You will have rickets. Kamu punya bones will be weak and brittle, meaning it can easily be broken. So vitamin D is important for strong bones. Now we're gonna go on calcium, which is an example of mineral. You can see calcium, makanan yang banyak calcium is like cheese, milk, okay? Functionnya here, same as vitamin D, to keep bones and teeth healthy. Kalau kurang, it will have rickets. Mean like, kalau kurang makan, you will have rickets. This is an example of another minerals, iron. You can find it in spinach. Spinach is bayam like this. Liver, hati, kacang. Kenapa penting? Because it helps to bind with oxygen, membawa oksigen dari darah. Kalau kekurangan, if you have lack of iron, kamu kurang iron, you will have anemia. Next types of food will be fiber. The picture show examples where you can find fiber, like bread, anything that comes from plant. Apple, orange, give you fiber. Why is it important? Making your waste, meaning feces or your tai, soft. So kalau kamu makan sikit, kalau tai kamu will be difficult to push out. Difficult to push feces means tai from the body. So you need to eat a lot of food from plants. So this is, if you have fiber here, you will absorb water. Water will go in to your feces. Ni large intestine kamu. Water ni kena absorb, kena masukkan here. So ni jadi soft. So your feces will be soft, licap. So it will be easy for you to expel or push this feces out through your anus, out of your body. And this is the function of water. Okay, that's it. It's time for you to do classwork. You can check out these slides so that you can get the answer for the classwork. Thank you. Goodbye.